Let me make this blatantly clear. I do not post a link to video in the comment sections expecting a prominent person to stop their lives and listen to the entirety of the presentation, the video, whatever. Like, kind of like in the hopes that all y'all talk, that, you know, maybe, like, you can click off right now, maybe between tone and whatever packet of information you've already received. So, like, you know, got the video off now if you need to. Maybe whatever message you received is already received, or maybe this is completely unnecessary. I have to say that because I was doing it to Daniel the Lion for a while, and he made it clear how busy he is, and which, I mean, no offense, like, yeah, that's what I was sensing anyways from anybody. That's why we don't speak. We can't. Because I don't know how not to rant. I'm not, it ain't about ADD, HD, whatever. It's just like, and I ain't too good with the concentration. I don't care what you call it. So I just noticed, and the other part is you don't want to assume you're getting a link. Like, I'm assuming like what you're talking about has something to do with me. I don't mean that either. It's just I would assume if we're all part, if we're a collective consciousness, then maybe what you're talking about is connected to something someone else going through just by that. That's the way things work. And here I go. I come way over here I actually had to, thank you, Carl, for reminding me why I'm over here. I had to leave the property where I live because the monitoring, and I can't absolutely verify, but people that don't talk to me, people will never say a word to me, which, and I don't to them because I'm not, I would have talked to them before, but like now that it looks like they're monitoring me, the fuck I'm gonna speak to you. I mean, it's gotten so goddamn bad. And the people I live with, the dude's mother came in one day, it's like, it was weird. It's like, he works for a business, and he usually has 3 monitors, and he's in logistics, and he works from home, and his mother brought him 2 brand new monitors, and and there's 2 people live there, and then me, and it's like to give me a blatant message, and that they're monitoring me, not in a negative way, but that's the way everyone's communicating now. It's like, okay, 2 monitors, we're 2 monitors, and maybe it also just indicate that, hey, what you're sensing all around you, yes, you're being monitored. It's you can assume it's good to the positive all you want until it's just overbearing. And I went out and tried to learn one of the cheesiest songs ever written, just outside, because not to be too loud in the bedroom I'm in. And it's like, people come out and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, and then they'll go right back in when I go in, wearing the same color shirts as me. Like making it like going in the house, coming out with the same color shirt as I own. And none of this can be verified as anything. Just in the old days before the internet, but we'd all be just lunatics and just hoping we won't get locked up. So I don't know, like Aphrodite, like you should have already clicked off the video by now. You probably don't need to hear this. I'm just going from what I've been told. Like the internet is putting this in the ether and the collective conscious in a sense. So it seems like almost like an unnecessary step, but I don't know what else to do because I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with verifying, and that's why don't know what to do. I can't verify. I mean, everybody keeps hear a lot of this proposed shift of consciousness, or we might be already in a different reality. Well, I can't get no verification of it. All I get is a lot of not me. And I guess the most guilty thing is like, I don't mean no offense to all these people proposing connection, but like, it's kind of like Saturday Night Live, Black Jeopardy. I don't know you. I mean, no offense, but like, I don't know you. I don't fucking know you. You establishing a goddamn connection with me and neither speaking or doing anything, never doing a goddamn fucking thing that would benefit me, and you displaying a goddamn connection to me, that's intrusive. That's intrusive and it's intrusive, destructive, and cannot be trusted. If you don't make one goddamn, what are you displaying some kind of goddamn connection to me, and you won't do a goddamn thing to help me? I mean, that's what anybody. Just see, and this is the other part I'm saying, I never, and the reason why people like us don't speak is, I'm not, I had to preface this with like, I don't expect you to listen to this, just rant, because it's the only way I know to get out isn't a rant. It's like I said, it's like a, no, you don't have to read my, because I post my journal, I'm doing, that don't mean anyone has to experience it, but I always assume, I can't be the only one. Meaning, like, if I'm going through something bizarre, I assume someone else is. And so it's my responsibility to, it's my, to take the hit. Like, it's my responsibility to embarrass the fuck out of myself and do silly shit like this. And go on, and like, go on long, uncohesive rants and put them on, on the internet or place them like I do with people. So apologize for putting this on Aphrodite's, if I do put the link. I don't have phone service, so it's Wi-Fi dependent. So I'm out of Wi-Fi, at least for the moment. So this is being recorded outside of that connection, maybe. But the monitoring on the streets where I live is just I mean, I can't prove it necessarily, but cars stop me, like cars slowing up, speeding up. When cars just keep stopping at you. It's like, and you're just trying to, like, you're just trying to be. You're just walking. You're just trying to get sun. It's like I'm doing the things suggested, like sun gaze and walking barefoot, yet people seem to understand that or accept it, yet no one else is doing it. I'm the only one doing it. And they're all doing it in their backyard, and they just run out when I start doing it. I mean, I'm talking, this is real talk. I mean, this is like, okay, like I can't go outside, like like, hey, look, I know what you're thinking, like something just, I mean, and it's so hard to, you could never, ever, ever verify, this is not, you could never verify, you know what I'm saying, like I would say in court, like you could never verify, like, in court of law, and I don't speak, and I swear, guys, I don't call code. If I call code, it's only kind of unintentional to myself. I mean, everything I say now I have to, like, stop, especially to, and that, even I'm not sure, but this is the way y'all presented, the internet's, the guru's given me. Well, yeah, the only way I know how to say it is myself, and sometimes I talk code, or I'll talk code back, or I'll allow the code to go back, but because I can't hardly speak at all. If I don't, most of the time it's like I have to go ahead and say it and then analyze what I said. And it's like, well, damn, it's already there. And if I erase that and don't say that, then I'll never get anything said. Because it's like, well, damn, I'm sorry, there's some underlying code in all of it. And then it's what Aphrodite, to the good, has revealed the information within information within information, which, I always thought, years ago, I thought, that'd be the best way to that's way, that's what we kind of do with the internet, right? Packets of information, like you have, you get a lot of information in the smallest packet you can. I mean, that would be, if the information is good, beneficial, that'd be a good thing to do, like have a bunch of useful information, energy, in a condensed packet of information, where there's the obvious information, and then there's additional beneficial information, but apparently that could also be used to our detriment. And of course not accusing Aphrodite. I mean, the reason why I don't expect you, Aphrodite, to stop and listen to this rant. You have the right tone. You have a right to, as many others, Daniel the Lion, and I hate to, that's the problem. It's like I just only have 7 subscriptions at the moment, and with all the apparent connection at the moment, I can't afford to, like, venture out and get any more if I wanted to. So I got 7 subscriptions. One of them's actually Russell Brand, of all people. It's like I'm not gonna post this to Russell Brand. He's national. He's a celebrity that has an audience that, they ain't gonna stop listening to this, nor should they. This is a personal journal rant, yes, but I'm doing it. I'm embarrassing the fuck out of myself, that's all I do on earth, embarrass the fuck out of myself, because I can't gamble that there's not someone else going through this, and so that's why I'm revealing, like, there might be someone else out there that's like feels trapped within their own community, within their own maybe home almost, their own road. They have to walk down the road and do what I'm doing just to make a presentation, because they can never do the inner room. It ain't the people I live with that be the problem. I just it ain't that there's no mistrust with them. It's just that well, at least there's Wi-Fi there. That's where, at least right now, I'm on airplane mode, and I'm not. I've cut the Wi-Fi off, and if there ain't speakers or something around that, this should really not. This should be a private conversation in a way. So I don't know how to say it. It's like my problem is, like, I get that the internet, all this. It's kind of like I get that all advancements like the internet is a segue to our collective singularity or whatever, something like that. Well, what did we do before? That's why I keep bringing up, the children. They get captured within 48 hours away from home, and then are pimped out, and are and their eyes go blank, or God, let's hope that's no more. I don't know how to verify this, but God, let's hope that's not the case. But what do? They're not going to have a phone. Their pimp ain't gonna work. If they do, it's for him. That's not a concern of the captor. They're not gonna. They're not, and if they haven't gotten, and all these, industrialized civilization created a whole new paradigm where if it wasn't passed down by your ancestors verbally, you don't know to go gaze the sun. You don't know. If that's the only way to get to the collective consciousness, what are you gonna do? That's my problem. Like, I get that these are relevant approaches to resolving resolving matters, but even in our, that's what makes it worse. Like, what is a child that's been captured without a phone, and if they have a phone, without internet service? And they don't have any oral tradition passed down to them. And I say oral because that's the way you ensured knowledge. That's the way it was done before. You couldn't rely on writing something down. Why would what the fuck writing to begin with? But so and I guess now so, like, if I'm starting to whine, I'm starting to whine right now. Well, I'm whining because I'm not doing it just for myself. Like, God damn, you got to understand. Some of us don't know what the fuck is going on. We don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? We can understand and approximate what you're talking about, but, like, as far as the way y'all talk with the surety of a preacher, like an evangelical preacher, like, y'all know, and it's like, well, I don't. Some of us don't have that at all. We just hope. We just hope. We don't know. We just hope, and I mean that literally. I can't be the only one that's to be in this predicament. So to brief, like my problem with, I want to say with Devin, it ain't offense. It's like he might he talked about souls being so much that it might not make me wise. So when his conscious switches, that we wouldn't be shocked. He was telling, and he was saying no harm, no foul. That might be, but because I have an entity in my life like that, or was, and it's like my biggest fear is having to go, like, when this is all over, just lavish pray and almost be like its slave the rest of my life, or like in admiration and like gratitude, and like, dude, I didn't do anything to get you in the predicament you're in or was in. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know. I never understood why you were doing what you were doing. And he thinks I'm insane. I think he's insane. That kind of deal. But back to, like, all tell is, like, he didn't talk about the souls being that much, or if at all. And his thing was, like, some of us volunteered to play the bad guy. And I caught, and they both, the entity in my life and Devin and all had that same kind of smugness and smirking at times. Like, I've caught, last time I listened to All, I was seeing him laugh at me. Like, he knew exactly what I was going to do, like it was the last time I was going to listen to him. And I say laugh at it because that's what it looked like. He would date his videos 4 years ago, and it's like they were live. And I commented that. I mean, and I say that, like, how could you take this to court? Is that a way predators are accessing our children? Is going on a platform like a YouTube, dating their video years beforehand, and then you know, and getting a child to click on there, and they're actually monitoring them live because they read a caption that says this was filmed 4 years ago. I mean, I don't know. See, I mean, yes, is that where? Yeah, take me somewhere, lock me away. That is a. I'm almost certain. I know Og Tellez has been, you know, real time. I can't say no, but it's like too many circumstances where it's like he's live when I'm watching a video that's dated 4 years ago, and most every one of them would always be 4 years ago. It's like, okay, I don't know how that's possible, nor like, you know, I do care, but just I have to say that for the you know, proposed pedophiles or you know, adults that could be or might, you know, be doing that with our children. I mean, something is going on that don't make sense. Something is like I feel something's luring me into leaving, you know, people behind. Leaving, you know, leaving someone. There's someone in a cave. It's like, that's the best way to put it. Like, there's someone in a cave somewhere that woke up there, and not only do they not have a light, they don't know what light is, and they don't even know which direction to go. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know which direction to go to get out of the cave. They don't even know they're in a cave because they got no goddamn light. That's a perspective. That's like, you know, that has to. I can't be the only one that's ever felt that way. So yes, pardon me for fucking whining. What the fuck does it goddamn matter? It's information. You know, you should have clicked off this video a long time ago. But at least I'm getting this in the ether, and yes, and a lot of times I'm never not talking to the Matrix AI, whatever. Like, and that's the biggest reason. That's the biggest hindrance, is that I'm endangering anyone I'm around because I'm not keeping my mouth shut for the AI that's monitoring. Well, god damn it. If we can't if there is a potential that has to be overcome, it's going to be overcome eventually. I mean, is that what's going on? That we have to speak code and hints and cues because there's some AI, where the fuck that is, that's monitoring, and that's you know, the new evil. I get where, like, whatever demon, yeah, the demons are on the internet. If that's where a demon is, whatever fucking demon is, it's on the internet. And it, you know, it ain't interested in goddamn, you know, showing you it's revealing itself by possessing a body like the Exorcist and all that. They don't have to do that. That's the last thing a demon or a jinn, evil spirit, would need to do. And then other people tell us the demons are us. Like, whatever, what the fuck ever. I'm just any. I mean, I'm not. So like, I'm not asking one to tell me what the fuck's going on. But it's like there may be the children are not the adults. There may be a child that needs to know what the fuck is going on, and they're not the adults. And I'm not speaking code. I'm saying, like, I'm especially never speaking in euphemism, especially, I mean, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying, especially the sexual ones. If I do that unintentionally with myself, then, you know, that's understood. You know, and it's usually after the fact. It's like, goddamn, what did I just say? You know, but like, I know I do not do that to y'all or anyone else. And like, again, I don't mean to bother people that have real, you know, that have lives. Just I mean, you know, I already have, you know, I'm snapping. I mean, I can't, you know, my mind ain't, I can't do this no more. I can't do this. I don't know what the fuck people are doing. I can't, I mean, I'm going to have to go run to the hills. You know, like, I'd like to go up to where the pimping and prostitution concentrated in the city over here, and verify that its absence. Yet I just don't think I got the time and energy to do that. I just don't, and you know, and what I mean, it's going to crush me when I see. I mean, and then the internet's already told me through people I really trusted that it's my fault if I see it. There's something in my conscience that haven't shifted. If I go see a pimp, basically. If I go see a goddamn trafficker, a human trafficker, it's my fault because I haven't shifted my consciousness. Goddamn. Wow. the goddamn arrogance to tell someone that, whether it's true or not. Like, it'd be nice to verify that's true. The problem is I begged them and begged them, you take your goddamn camera and go to the streets where it was happening, where you live, and verify it's not there. How goddamn hard is that? And again, like, I'm not speaking to, like, so I see what that part, like, that's why this being linked to Aphrodite's, you know, put this in the comment section of her thing isn't to ask, I'm not indicting anyone else. This is to the collective. Back to the point, well, because maybe now anyone, what needs to be said, like, this is why the video, this is why I'm doing this. This part of the journal is why this started. You know, I've taken too much blood from another entity through a syringe, and this entity, like, that was the entity I'm talking about, that hell, the entity might be my daddy, my brother, you know what I'm saying? It might be some prominent elder that I'm supposed to be, you know, like, worshiping almost and showing great gratitude for what, I don't know why. I mean, that's the problem. Like, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like I even exist, and that's you know, I'm talking. So, you know, and this should be acceptable to y'all. Like, I do not feel that I actually exist, and I mean that. It ain't about depression. And, you know, I've lived in morbid depression for, you know, for years. You know, that's not what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't feel like I don't feel like I exist. I feel, you know, it's like a goddamn echo. I don't know how else to put it. And my biggest problem is having, like, when this is all resolved, like, that I have to go, like, God, you know, like, that he chose to play the bad guy, or he just chose to play a role, period. That there's some of us that chose to play bad guys. I don't get that. He once got in my face, like, just grilling teeth right in my face, and demanding I finish the game, and he didn't understand. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He enraged as fuck about me to finish the game. I didn't have a fucking clue, and still don't what the hell was talking about. But somehow, when at some point in the future, I'm going to just, like, pay homage to this person, because, you know, for a reason I have no idea. And so, like, you know, how do you time travel? You know, I mean, I understand, like, there's no such thing as time. And so, like, but, you know, but everyone's proposing there is, like, so I can't, you know, that's the only thing you could be doing. Because, I mean, that's the other problem. How do people know stuff? I mean, there's been way too much evidence of people know stuff. People know the future. And I don't know a goddamn thing. I mean, I've gotten a couple, like, I know I've walked in and seen a couple things on the TV. Like, I found some Sweetheart candy in the cabinet. Then I went and sat down, like, in a minute. You know, the dog on Pitts and Parole or something, it was named Sweetheart. I mean, that you know, is that actually predicting the future? I was saying the word negative in Lisa Loeb's Stay song, and I opened the door and there was a movie called Negative on the TV screen. But is that predicting the future? I mean, then that's about it. I don't, you know, that's about it. Those are more like synchronicities. I'm not talking about synchronicities. I'm talking about people know what have months. Or I would say there's people that know the whole goddamn script. How is that fucking possible? But so again, like, I don't need said entity to. I need to know, like, it takes 7 years for all cells to regenerate or replenish or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't want, like, see, the whole point was, like, not saying that Aphrodite, you were speaking directly to me and or me only, pertaining to what you did with your blood over dissolving contracts. Yet, is that, you know, I need to know from the collective, my great grandmother, is that something I need to do? And this don't mean nothing against the person that I took it from. Just I've taken it from two, let's say, avatars. Taken it from two avatars. One was just the smallest little bit, and I didn't understand why I wasn't taking it from her, but she never offered. And the dude always had blood in a syringe, and that's my problem. It's like that dude he knows me, like he knows I'll do strange, stupid shit in hopes that, you know, of some kind of magic. So it's like he knew I would take that blood if I saw it often enough. So that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't prove it good or bad. So I'm not needing any punishment. I would not have anyone in American prison because they don't rehabilitate. You don't get enough sunlight. Just sunlight alone. Like, I wouldn't send even, nobody, nope, to an American prison. Like, if you keep murdering and raping children, you got to be done somewhere. But the American prison ain't the solution. You don't get enough fucking sunlight. You get nasty water, I'm sure. I mean, so I mean, you get what I'm saying? I'm not suggesting that. That's my biggest frustration is I just can't be neutral on certain matters. Like, this matter, I'm neutral as shit. I can't afford to, me personally, like I said, I don't know why you did it, Aphrodite, if you're still listening, or if you already got this, or however this works. But I can't afford to do a blood over canceling all contracts, because I may cease to exist if I dissolved a contract with myself. So there's no, and I don't know if I made a contract myself. So I guess I should let in with this question without, but if there is a question, I need to know, does taking someone's blood into your vein, is that a contract? I mean, is a contract established there without me even knowing? And again, the problem is, the reason why I haven't posted this to someone months and months ago is because I don't need to incriminate anyone by asking this question. I just need to know. And the thing is, I'm not saying, that they might, it's kind of like the way the All Tell Us Act. It's like, well, we're the bad guys, and we're taunting and baiting you into reactions that you need to make. Well, so I get, okay. I could accept that if I knew that's what's going on, but I don't know. And all these people that know what's going on doesn't impress me. Especially people I've never laid eyes on. It's like, what? I mean, I can't emphasize the not me, and I mean that literally. It's like, all I see is not me. So this is terrifying. All it can do is hide the fucking terror. And it's like, I don't know this. You don't. I mean, coming from my perspective, like, when I needed to be special, or per se, or when I needed to be relevant, to know that I matter, I couldn't get that for shit. And now that I simply just want to exist, just to be, all I get is like pseudo connection after pseudo connection. Like I said, just it's like if I step outside, hell, the mail truck's gonna come around. What the fuck is that? Like, the mail truck, you can't run at noon one day, then run at 6 the next. Like, what the fuck? And I have 2 mail trucks coming through a neighborhood, like, back to back. What do y'all, there's just too much unexplainable fucking nonsense. And the thing is, what does that mean? It's kind of like, what Jesus says, something about, you have the faith, this mountain will hop up and move. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if a mountain hops up and move because you told it to? Is that you? So what I've been doing, so the reason why I'm sorry, I've been looking at the sun, asking my great grandmother, is that a harm? That blood I took. Was there something I need to do to dissolve that in a sense? Regardless of his intent, like, I say I made the mistake. It's all me. I made the mistake of taking anyone else's blood. The other avatar, all fear was gone. The smallest little amount in a syringe with almost no medicine in there. I'm just saying, like, the most insignificant amount of medicine, and just a little bit of blood, and like all fear was gone, or not. Pretty much. I got the person's intent from that. It's like how that blood. How can the blood lie? If she wanted me to be afraid, it had been in the blood, right? Just no fear. Life, energy, had a youthful, remembered, I was in a different consciousness, almost like a very clear conscious. It wasn't like I wasn't, just not afraid to jump off a building, like, and not worry about it. No, it was just like, just a general sense of not being afraid. So, like, I'm saying, I'm not gonna cancel I'm not requesting to get that blood out of me, if it still remains. But my God, the other one, I don't know. And again, I don't mean like, oh my God, no. I just mean I don't know. It's like one time she, I'm sorry, the other entity, said, hey, the other entity, the male entity, had syringes all in the back of the car laying on the ground. It's like, like almost trying to, like, hey, like, why was that? They don't, like, let me know that, like, there was maybe some nefarious intent. I don't even care. I mean, I do care. I mean, the point is, I don't have to accuse. You don't have to accuse to report. I don't know what that meant. I don't know about this blood magic. I just did it because, damn, the internet saying, there's like, damn, yeah, I've done stranger shit. It's like, okay, let's, so I tried, my blood over 10. I thought it was all about the first one. I'm sorry I added selfish ones in there. I should have not added any personal ones, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm not feeling guilty. I'm not going to take it down. I'm not going to take it off the internet and retract it, because I'm just not. Because obviously the one I led with was the one that mattered. I mean, dissolving the monetary system. No euphemism. No, like, no one can take that and twist it into some other kind of euphemism that I didn't intend. I meant the goddamn digital, and the, fictitious, it's all, the fractional reserve banking system, monetary system, where, it's just typed into existence out of thin air, which was covered years ago in Zeitgeist. I don't know. Like, I've been just living in goddamn perpetual numbness almost since then. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I never understood how we just, like, how did I'm the only one with that? Everyone watched Zeitgeist, and things just continued as usual. I just did not understand. I mean, my whole life, there's just somebody sitting in the AC, and when they chose to, they just typed money into existence. Like, oh wow. And while the migrant worker picking strawberries has to wonder what he's going to do during the winter, it's pretty simple. So basically, I'm not, terrified because I'm talking, but, like, as I was, I can't. It wouldn't be fair to, like, overemphasize terror, or fear as you're speaking, because it don't seem sincere. Because at the moment, no, I'm getting it out, so no, I'm not. It's like, but like walking, I don't feel I'm being as monitored as that back. But I get back to this neighborhood, I'm gonna sense monitoring. No ifs, ands, ands about it. Someone's gonna be doing something that shows, oh yeah, we knew the exact moment you're right here. I don't have to see you. I don't have to, like, I know, I'm sorry. There's, come, what you gonna do? This is my. Oh, y'all gonna come lock me away? Someone gonna pick us off on the internet, come lock me away? Well, there's many more like us. I mean, there's the crazy shit said on the internet, and you gonna come get me? Okay. At least I've warned you that there's potentially a way that the predator, the pedophile, is reaching our children on the internet. Is